reaching. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
This one is for the true believers, the fanatics, the enthusiasts, the fanboys, the fangirls, the fanboys and girls. This one is for the purists and the snobs. This one is a Land Rovers only trip to finally tackle the Wilberforce. But yet again, one of the most epic valleys in the Canterbury region evaded me. The power company had temporarily closed my shortcut. This meant over an hour-long detour back the way we'd come. And neither Phil or I could get very excited about that idea. I knew of another track that I've been wanting to look into for a while. The information I had was a little dubious as to whether it was even still there or completely washed out, but I was definitely curious enough to give it a try. The weather could only be described as an absolute day for it, and the mountains were capped with the last of a disappointing ski season snow. Disappointment about the Wilberforce, however, was soon forgotten. This was strictly a lads trip. Just me and Phil. So without Jess to help me, I'd have to film the vlog on my own. And as you'll find out later, that was possibly a bit too much responsibility. Don't drone and drive, kids. After one of the most spectacular drives in, we reached proper Land Rover territory. The gravelly and windswept bed of the Polter River. Here you can observe Phil and I's different river crossing styles. Today I dropped my tyres down to 15 psi. I'm not really sure why. Normally I run about 20 off-road unless it's particularly rugged. Mainly because I'm lazy and it doesn't take as long to gear back up. After leaving the riverbed, We found ourselves a good boggy bit of mud to put the Defender's mud plugging reputation to the test. You'll notice the well-placed boulder laying in wait to reshape any unfortunate aluminium. Luckily, Phil and I made it through without a scratch. The same cannot be said for the GoPro. Luckily, GoPro is not a company that staked its reputation on weakness. This should answer all the questions about what kind of GoPro I use. In my humble opinion, this is the first ever GoPro worth buying. Everything up until this point was a durable potato. But I must say, the image quality of this GoPro is outstanding. And no, I'm not being paid by them to say that. I just really like this camera. Okay, pause it there. Remember how I said filming and driving at the same time might have been too much responsibility for me? Rewind. So, how did you find yourself cross-rutted, reversing through a section of track you never should have reversed through without a spotter? The reason I had to reverse? On the first take, I left my back door open. Phil was somewhere on up ahead and I probably should have just radioed to him to give me a hand with this shot. Lesson learned. Apart from a little love bump on the driver's side guard, from where I momentarily kissed the ground, I basically got away with it. 130s, and in fact 109s, are not known for their turning circles. I'd already mentioned to Phil that my main concern with the Polter River was this scree slope. The reports I'd read online treated this obstacle with a reasonable amount of trepidation. Phil was a bit concerned we weren't going to make it back up the next day.
Phil's just gonna go and be the crash test dummy to see if we can actually get out of here.
So we thought we'd better just make sure that we could get back up. Now, to be fair on Phil, I didn't do a very good job of filming his attempt. I've made it look like he barely tried. In reality, he gave it a red hot go, but the Defender was just digging some big holes. So it was left to me to give it a try, with all 69 of my horses. I put my victory down to dumb luck and low tire pressure. Phil maintains that he was having issues with his diff locks.
They're grumpy with each other, I think.
Either way, we decided that as long as one of us could make it up tomorrow, we'd be getting home. As luck would have it, just on dark we happened upon a campsite.
I slept all night on a big white ship. Seagulls were dancing all around. I woke up with a sunrise on the sea.
We awoke bright and early the next morning.
Such a precious gift to me. A salty
The unfair demands of civilization required us to head home. So I topped up my fuel from the jerry can, promising myself I'd be back to explore the valley more.
no matter where I play. Yesterday we followed the road of the moon. We drove all day towards the coast. Remember the beauty of this life. Such a feeling to be alive. A salty breeze in my lungs. And back to where I'm from. A salty breeze in my lungs. On and on and on and on. Salty breeze and the waves, the slower pace. The salty breeze and the waves. No matter our place. I want to live in an upper town. I like to see the boats leaving at the break of dawn. I want to live in an upper town, surrounded by the sea, my heart is free. The salty breeze and the waves. Slow pace
We both made it up the scree slope with ease, and were left wondering what on earth we were so worried about. However, we both still felt quite strongly that we'd earned a cup of tea. And Phil decided that the final obstacle was best tackled backwards.
If you keep going straight back there on that left hand down, you're alright. No, you're all good. You're golden. Yeah, just keep following that line and you're sweet. Yep, straighten up. Perfect.
premise with them, but I still want to cross an ages ago. But it's just like real, it just seems down to earth.
Here I can be seen going a little faster than necessary. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a good one, and we'll see you in the new year.